Hello everyone. Let us make D the subject of this formula. Remember that D is already the subject, but it's contradicting since we have D somewhere else. Okay, so we need to make D 1 in this subject, in this formula. So the next thing we'll do is to cross multiply since this is a fraction. So it will be D times 2L, giving us 2LD, which should now be equal to 1 times this square root. And we'll have the same thing, L minus D squared. This is small letter L and this is capital letter L. They are different things, okay? Now, we are going to square both sides just to eliminate this square root. 2LD squared equal to L minus D squared all squared, just to eliminate the square root there. So on this side, I'll have 2LD squared equal to L minus D squared. The square and the square root have eliminated each other. So from here now, you should be able to know that this square works for 2, for L, and for D. So 2 squared will be 4. L squared will appear, and then D squared will also appear. Since the square works for all of them, this will now be equal to L minus D squared. So we have D squared on this side and we have D squared on that side. We'll bring them together. We're going to have 4L squared D squared equal to, not equal to, since I'm bringing this side, it will be plus D squared, which will now be equal to L on the right hand side. But remember that since we have this squared here and this squared here, we can factor out the D squared. So D squared into brackets, what will be left here is 4L squared. Remember this side is small letter L. This is small letter L. So I have 4L squared on this side plus D squared into D squared will be 1. Close that bracket. This is equal to capital letter L. And now that I have D squared, I should make D squared the subject first. So I'll divide both sides by the whole of this. 4L squared plus 1. Okay. Then this side, I will still divide it by 4L squared plus 1. Remember, this is capital letter L and small letter l. They are different things. 4L squared plus 1 will cancel 4L squared plus 1. What is left here is D squared, which will now be equal to L all over 4L squared plus 1. And since we have to make D squared D the subject, we need to take the square root of both sides. That means that D will simply be equal to square root of everything on the right hand side. That would be L over 4L squared plus 1. So this is what you have after making D the subject. There is no D on the other side again. Thank you for watching.